Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Got in late this evening and had to get both of my saws geared up. I thought I was gonna have to put a new gas line in this little old Husqvarna. Turns out it started priming up after I started taking it apart and got fooling it. So I don't know if maybe something had got in that line and stopped it up, because I did pull the line off and kind of blowed in it, and I may have been stopped up. But anyway, what I am cutting right now is just some limbs that have blowed down, some in this last set of storms, and then some stuff that was already down. And I was looking around, I walked by this, well actually I rode by this tree right here and seen something that interested me. Y'all recognize anything up there? That is an oyster mushroom. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm gonna pull the camera up here and get a look at it right quick. See, there's a lot of bugs on it. And by my hand, you can see that is a pretty good size one. But you can see it's got a lot of bugs in it. I am not gonna pick these, but this is an oyster. These are actually my favorite mushroom to cook. Now, we usually find a lot of chanterelles in the spring. Sometimes this time of year we find a lot. I just checked a spot over there and there is some mushrooms growing from the latest rains, but there's no chanterelles. But these dead standing trees, now you see this is a dead tree. All the way to the top, there's nothing on it. These are great candidates for oyster mushrooms. They have they call it an anise smell, but it is a fishy-like smell. I'm trying to work my way around because look behind me, there's a lot of down stuff like this. I'll saw a bunch of that stuff up and use it for firewood, but not really put in the house burning firewood. More of my fires out on the back porch and such as that kind of stuff. I just seen a bunch of mushrooms over here, and I think these are false turkey tails growing on here. You can see I can't get to it because of this big old limb here. And I ain't got my tripod with me. I got that saw running. I said, well, I'm gonna go clean up some roads. And I'm just cutting a little odd and end stuff out of the roads, making sure the saw's gonna run right. Before I've got a tree down in a friend of mine's yard, and I've got to go cut all of that up for firewood. So before I started on that, I wanted to know everything was working. But anyway, these mushrooms here, see how paper thin they are? And then they look like a turkey tail on the top. But they grow on these dead trees down, and this one is very rotten, so I doubt you can see in here, look. There is some solid core in it, but you see it is full of worms, and it's really not good for any burning wood. Better to leave it there to grow mushrooms on, because usually as it cools off, we'll start getting a lot of turkey tail. Now, all I use turkey tail for is medicinal tea. I add it to either goldenrod or something just to give some immune building qualities. It has some anti-cancer properties. So anyway, we got a lot of mushrooms, and I have been taking some pictures with my DSLR of some mushrooms. There's some beautiful ones. In fact, Roscoe treed a squirrel back there. And I went out there with a 22 kind of looking around. You know, squirrel season opens tomorrow. But we were just trying to get him primed up. We didn't shoot no squirrel, which I never seen it. Right now, it is hard to find a squirrel. If Roscoe trees it, where's he at? There he is. Roscoe, where's he at, son? Where's he at, boy? Where's he at? Where's that squirrel? Where's he at? Go get him. He cut out. I got Roxanne with me, too. But if he trees one with all this foliage in some of these thicker areas, you can't see it if he runs up there and hides anyway. So anyway, I will stop looking at these logs. I was thinking about cutting on this one, but I think it is too far rotten. I'm gonna leave that alone. I had just stopped to check it. So anyway, out trying to get out of the house. I have been in Meridian all day. I didn't bring my tripod with me. So I just come down here really tinkering around because I had some odd end things I need to do. Probably finna go up there and build a fire in my back porch chimney. I'm probably fixing to light the grill, cook some charcoal, cook some chicken on wood, and I'm gonna cut some pecan up here. I use it in my grill for smoking wood. So I've got a pecan tree, a small one, laid down up here. I have got a saw up on it. We've been in Meridian all day. Mama had surgery this morning. She come through surgery, did well. They've got a tube in her draining that lung. What they did was went in, drained fluid off the lung, did a biopsy on some swollen lymph nodes to see if there's any malignancy in them. I don't think there is. There's really not a lot of cancer signs, but they want to look and make sure. And there was some stuff on the lung. They abrased that lung. He called it irritated it, but they kind of abrased the side of it to make it grow back to that wall where there's not a pocket in that lining around that lung to capture fluid. So Mama will be in the hospital probably till tomorrow and come home. So anyway, that is the lull in videos. Hopefully we got all of this behind us. There'll be some doctor's appointments in a few days, in about a week or 2 weeks. I'll have to take her back too, but hopefully we get all this behind us. Hunting season starts. Bow season and squirrel season starts October the 1st, which is tomorrow. I have still got to go over there, and since the hurricane, I have not had a chance to go over there and check my blind. I need to go put a chair in it, put a camera out, check my blind. I want to take a climbing stand and see if I can find trails coming to my feeder and set up on them trails, because I don't really like to hunt just sitting over a feeder, which it's illegal to do in Mississippi. You've got to be 100 yards from your feeder. You can have a feeder and bait deer, but you've got to be back 100 yards. Well, that's not good for bow hunting, but really, for me, if I find the trails coming in, I can set up on that trail, kill the buck, kill the deer. Well, if you get over 200 yards back off that feeder, you got a good chance of killing the buck that's coming. But I have no idea what's over there. But I did want to put a short video out, let y'all know that we're trying to get back to some normalcy, get back to the outdoor stuff that we all know and love. And it's get firewood cutting season. And I'm a firebug. I love to build a fire. So maybe we'll get one built here in a little bit. So y'all hang with me. Y'all, there is nothing I like more than building a fire. It just soothes my soul to see that fire. So I've got a little rack that sits in there, but I think doing it like a teepee like this seems to work better because it ain't very big, and what you lay on there rolls off the front or the back and it don't wind up burning. I think this teepee style over that little rack is the way to go. Well, I got my chicken thighs on the grill. Y'all, I like thighs. They cheap and you can season them up good. Now that's provided you ain't one of them gotta have a breast type person. I really like the darker meat better myself, but everybody's not the same. We got picking and grilling on there. That is good seasoning. So we got them on our homemade charcoal. And I tell you what else I did. You know, we boiled peanuts the other night at the men's cooking. And I brought a gallon ice cream bucket full home with me. I've had them in the refrigerator, so I got this pot and just put some water in it. Look at that. There we go. I turned some light on the situation. We'll get them heated up. They ain't got to boil. They already boil, but they can boil. So anyway, we got all that stuff going, and I'm fixing to sit down over here. I would finish cooking and all that on this video. I need to edit it and put it out because I want to put a video out today. So y'all hang with me. We got hunting season, fishing coming up quick, and that's what we fixing to be doing a good bit of. So I got to build me a fire tonight out here. It ain't really cool enough to need one, but anyway, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one.